Good morning, class. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, madam.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
So it is time for science. Let us sit down and check out your science books. Let us sit. So let me write the date. As you look on the blackboard, today we want to look at group of vertebrates. Can you say group of vertebrates?
Group of vertebrates.
Everybody?
Group of vertebrates.
So before we look at the group of vertebrates, initially under the animals, we had said that animals are divided into two groups. One group is the vertebrates and the other group is invertebrates. Everybody say invertebrates.
Invertebrates.
So who can remind us from the previous lesson, what are invertebrates? Who can remember invertebrates? What are invertebrates? Yes? He's saying that invertebrates are animals without backbone. So that is what we said. Those animals that do not have backbone, we call them invertebrates. Everybody say invertebrates.
Invertebrates.
Then we also looked at the other group, which is vertebrates. What did we say under the vertebrates? What are these vertebrates? Anybody to remember? What is a vertebrate? If you remember, you cut up your hand and tell me. Yes?
Vertebrates are animals with backbone.
Very good. She's saying that vertebrates are animals with backbone. So if an animal is having a backbone, we call it a vertebrate. If the animal is not having that backbone, we call it invertebrate. Then we went ahead and looked at the examples. So can you give me some examples of the invertebrates we looked at? Those animals without a backbone. Give me one example. Yes? Huh? Very good. He's saying bee. A bee does not have a backbone, so it is called invertebrate. Any other animal without a backbone? We have so many animals, yes? Very good. We have also grasshopper. It does not have backbone. So, what about the vertebrates? Now animals with backbone. Yes, give me one example. Yes? Elephant, very good. We have been told elephant is a vertebrate. Any other? The last one? Anybody here? Yes? Yes, goats. So animals like elephants, those wild animals, other animals that live at home like goats, even yourself, you are a vertebrate because you have a backbone. So today, under those animals that are having the backbone, we want to look at the group. All those vertebrates, those animals that are having backbone, they are also grouped. So we have 5 groups of vertebrates. How many groups? 5. So these vertebrates are divided into 5 groups. So today we want to look at those 5 groups of vertebrates. Then we shall see how they behave. Why are we putting these animals? Maybe there are 10. Why are we putting them in one group? Why are we putting the other animal in another group? So we have those things that look alike. They are similar. For example, here we are in grade 5 because we are, which class is this? Grade 5? East. We have other students in grade 5 West. So we have been grouped. And also those animals with backbone have been grouped into different groups. So that's what we want to look at today. So I've said those animals or the vertebrates are divided into 5 different groups. Can anybody, do you know any of those groups? Yes?
Mammals.
Very good. So the first group we have mammals. We shall come and see what are these mammals. Then, any other group? Yes? Very good. She's saying amphibians. We have another group. Yes? Yes? Very good. Another group is the reptiles. So we have 2 groups to go. Yes, younger? Fish, very good. If you know the answer, you just cut up your hand. Yes? Birds, very good. So, these vertebrates or these animals that are having backbone, they are divided into these 5 groups. Can we read the first group?
Mammals.
Everybody?
Mammals.
The second group?
Amphibians.
Third?
Reptiles. Fish.
And lastly?
Birds.
So these are the 5 groups. If you are asked, name the 5 groups of animals with backbone, or name the 5 groups of vertebrates, you will say we have the mammals, we have the amphibians, we have the reptiles, we have the fish, and also we have the birds. So those animals that are put under mammals, they have things that they share in common. Kuna vitu ambayo inafanana, ndio maana imeitwa nini? Mammals. Then those that are called the amphibians, they have also common things. When you look at this one and this one, they have common things. Then they have been put together to form that group known as the amphibians. The same to the reptiles, the same to the fish. All fish have things that are in common. That's why they've been put in that group. Then we have also the birds. When you look at all the birds, they have the things that they share in common. So you can find that if a bird is having something in common, it does not look alike like the mammals. That's why we have not put them in the same group. So let us now start with the mammals. We want to look at the mammals. What are these things that the mammals are having in common that makes them to be in that group of mammals but not reptiles? Are we together? Hey, why do we put the mammals together? What do the mammals share together so that they have been put in the same group? Why are the mammals not in the same group as birds? Why don't we have mammals the same as the fish, despite that all of them are living things? So we want to look at those things that make the mammals to be in the same group. So those things are called the characteristics. Can you say characteristics? Everybody? So we want to look at the characteristics of mammals. Can you say characteristics of mammals?
Characteristics of mammals.
Those things that make the mammals to be put in the same group, those things that they share in common. If the mammal is blue, maybe all the mammals are blue. If the mammal is black, maybe all the mammals are black. So those things are the one we are calling the characteristic. What makes this animal to be in the same group? So before we look at those characteristics, I want us to maybe name some of these mammals. Do you know the mammals? I want to give you the first example, like the elephant. So when you look at the elephant and you look at the cow, I have a cow and I have an elephant. Do these animals have something in common? Do we have some things that are found in the cow and also you can see them in an elephant? What are they? Yes? So the elephant is having a backbone and also the cow is having a backbone, but also the reptile are having a backbone. So I want that thing that the cow and the elephant is having, but maybe the fish is not having. Anything that the elephant is having and also a cow is having, but the hen is not having, yes? Very good. Somebody has said that they give birth. Can you say they give birth?
They give birth.
So when you look at a cow, it gives birth to a calf. But does a hen give birth? Yeah? What does a hen do? A hen lays eggs. So you look at an elephant, it is giving birth. A cow is giving birth, but a hen does not give birth. Instead, it is laying eggs. So that's why a hen is maybe in the group of birds. So we want to see the characteristic of these mammals one by one. Then we go to another group. So the first one, let us write number 1. Somebody has said that so when we were in grade 4, we said that animals reproduce. So when a mammal is giving birth, that is to reproduce. They give birth to young one. If it is a man, it gives birth to a baby. Mother si anakuwa na baby huko nyumbani. So that is small baby. Hiyo ni through birth. Kama ni elephant, the same. That calf will come through birth. The cow the same, but not the hen. Does a hen give birth? So the first characteristics of mammal is they give birth. Any other? What does an elephant have? A person also have. Look at the body of the cow and the body of an elephant. How does the body look like? Does they have scales like the fish? What about their body? What do they have? So we say their body is covered with hair or fur. Can you say hair? Hair is that you are having on your head. Can you touch your head? You are also a mammal. You have hair on your head. When you look at your hands also, you have some hair. So the body of the mammal is covered with the hair or fur. So for the animal like a cow or an elephant, those hairs are known as the fur. But for human being, we say hair. So the second characteristic, we say that they are, or their body, can you read for me number 2, their bodies, everybody?
Their bodies are covered by fur or hair.
Their bodies are covered with fur or hair. So I've said for human beings like you have hair on your head, you have also some hairs on your hand. Even if you look at your legs, you have hair. But for animals like a dog, like a cat, that hair is called fur. Can you say fur? So for the animals it is fur, for human beings is the hair. So another characteristic, we say that mammals, they have your mother is having a small baby at home. What does that small baby feed on? Milk, So for all the mammals, a human being, a mother, a cow, an elephant, a cat, a dog, a pig, all those animals that are called mammals, they feed their young ones on milk. So they have those things that produce milk are known as the mammary glands. Can you say mammary glands? Mammary glands. Everybody? So milk is being produced from the mammary glands because the young mammals, when they have been born, they feed on milk. And where is the milk coming from? From the mammary glands. So all the mammals are having mammary glands to do what? To produce milk for the young ones, the young mammals. If it is a cow, when the cow gives birth, the small cow or that calf does not feed on grass directly. It starts feeding on milk first. Then after it grows, it is when it will start maybe feeding on grass. So the first thing the mammals do is to feed their young ones on milk alone. That's why they are having those mammary glands. So I want us to write the characteristics. You start from here. You write for me the group of mammals. You write for me the characteristics. Then When we meet in the next lesson, we shall look maybe at the second group of vertebrates, which is the amphibians. Then I'll come and show you maybe the group of amphibians. I'll show you the pictures of the amphibians and other animals as we move. Sawa? Take out your books and start to write.